Chapter 1, A Call I Didn't Expect. I was sitting on my bed, scrolling through college emails when my phone rang. It was him. My boyfriend. He sounded upbeat, almost too casual. "Hey babe, so John and I were talking," he began. "We think we might get married." I laughed. I thought he was joking. But then he kept going. About military benefits, about moving out of the bug-infested barracks, about how marrying John would give him a better living situation, and even money to help me fly to visit him. Wait, what? It hit me slowly, he wasn't kidding. I sat up straight, my heart pounding like an alarm. He was talking about marrying someone else, and not just anyone. John. His new roommate. A guy I've never liked, a guy with no respect for boundaries or relationships. A guy who once bragged about cheating with a married woman. I told him flat out, if he did this, if he married John, I couldn't stay with him. He laughed. And then he said something I'll never forget. "You could be my side piece. That's kinda sexy, right?" Chapter 2, The Joke That Wasn't. I waited for him to say, "Just kidding." But the silence dragged on. And then, he changed the subject. Like it was normal. That moment shattered something inside me. We talked about us, our future, marriage, maybe even kids one day. I thought we were building towards something real. And now he was casually planning to marry his friend for a pay bump, while reducing me to some backdoor mistress. I asked if he even understood what marriage meant to me. His answer? "You're being dramatic." And then just like that, John called. Without a pause he said, "Hey, John's calling. Bye." No, "I love you." No goodbye kiss. He just hung up. I stared at my phone screen, wondering when exactly I became the backup plan in my own relationship. Chapter 3, The Lines I Refused to Cross. That night I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking, is this normal? Am I the only one who finds this insane? He called again the next day, acting like nothing happened. I brought it up, again. Told him how dangerous it could be if the military found out, how fake marriages have consequences. How disrespectful it felt to me. He said I didn't understand how **T of the barracks were. Bugs or no bugs, that wasn't a reason to throw away integrity. So I asked him calmly, "How would you feel if I married my friend to get benefits?" He paused. Then said, "As long as you had a good reason, I'd support it." I realized then he didn't believe in us. He believed in loopholes. In justifications. In shortcuts. And somewhere between that phone call and the silence that followed, I started to see the truth I'd been avoiding. Chapter 4. His priorities were never me. Looking back, it was there all along. The skipped calls. The rushed conversations. The way John's name kept coming up more and more. The way he'd cut our calls short just to talk to him. At first, I chalked it up to army life. Stress. Loneliness. Grief maybe. His grandfather had just passed. I wanted to be sensitive. I tried to be understanding. But being understanding doesn't mean being blind. I had savings. I didn't need his help flying out. I'd made sacrifices for us. I delayed college to make room for this relationship. I dreamed of being a spouse, a partner, not an accessory to a fraud. The final blow? He said the fake marriage was for me. That he was doing this for us. But us didn't feel like us anymore. It felt like I was holding on to something he had already let go of. Chapter 5. The Last Conversation. I called him. One last time. I laid it all out. Calm. Clear. Honest. I told him how betrayed I felt. How much it hurt to be dismissed like my opinion didn't matter. That marriage was sacred to me, not some side quest for extra money. He cut me off. Said I was overreacting. Said I didn't get it. And when I gave him the final line, "If you marry John, I'm done. I'm not going to be your side piece. I'm not going to be your second choice." He said, "Okay, then don't." That was it. That was all he had to say. No fight. No apology. No effort. So I hung up. Blocked him on everything. And that's when it truly sank in. The guy I thought would be my husband didn't even try to keep me. Chapter 6. The Freedom and Goodbye. The ache hit hard that night. I wasn't just mourning the relationship. I was mourning the version of myself who believed he was the one. Who believed in his words. Who made plans around him. But I also felt something else. Relief. Relief that I found out now, not later. Relief that I didn't marry someone who saw me as optional. Relief that I chose me. People say you're too young to know what love is. But sometimes being young is exactly why you see it clearly, before compromise dulls your boundaries. He wanted a fake marriage. I wanted a real future. And now I get to build that future on my own terms, with someone who sees love as something sacred, not strategic. I closed that chapter. And for the first time in a long time, I'm ready to start a new one.